In this video, I'll show you how to pull the trigger on your transformational career change plans. The final stage, the engagement stage, in our 6-step process. So ready? Aim. I'm Paul Peixoto with WholeWorker, training you in skills that advance your career. Hey, hit those like and subscribe buttons, and when you do, ring that bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video. And stick with me to the end, because I've got a free download for you that's going to take your career to the next level. Okay, this is the final stage of a 6-step process to transformational career change. It started in the reflection stage, where we took a look at the work we've been doing up until now and what we like and don't like about it. Then the identify stage, in which we identified the work we really want to do. Then the liberation stage, where we set ourselves free from career-limiting beliefs that we may have stuck in our head along the way throughout our career. Then the envision stage, where we began to put together a picture in our head of the work we really want to do and what that will look like. Then the design stage, where we began to take that picture and put it down on paper and plan out the process. Now we're finally at the engagement stage, where we're pulling the trigger and putting that plan into action. If you missed any of those videos, you can check them out here. I've got a playlist in which they're all listed for you, and you can watch them one right after the other. So let's get to the engagement process. Now let's talk about taking action on your plan. And the easiest way to do that is daily. I want you to make sure that in your plan you've incorporated things you can do each and every day to move yourself toward the new career that you want to have, that work that you've been dying to do. Really important that you have daily action items incorporated into your plan. And one of the ways you can do this is by creating some rituals and some habits. We've talked a lot about mantras, about visualization. These are things that you can incorporate at the beginning of your day. Really good to do first thing in the morning is to repeat those mantras to yourself. Take a look at that vision board if you've created one, or picture that vision in your head. Remember the feelings that are associated with that vision of yourself in your new career. So create some rituals, some habits that you will have at the beginning of your day. It's also good to do them at the end of the day, all right? So this is action that we're taking on our plan. We're changing our lifestyle so that we can do the work we've been designed and desire to do. Now, another piece I want to put in place for you in terms of engaging with your plan and getting these things into action is actually a mindset shift. To make a transformational career change, what you really need to do is be there. You need to already think, I am already in the job that I'd like to do. So you're going to think like someone in that industry. If it's a complete change of industry, you're going to think, we keep using the example through this series of a new author. You start thinking like an author. What's that mean? Well, you start rubbing shoulders with other authors. It means you hobnob with your fellow wizards, all right? So whatever that takes, going to conferences within the industry, reading about the industry, certainly educating yourself in general about the industry, reading the periodicals, make sure you're immersing yourself in that industry, in the people who do that sort of thing. Talk with them. Like I said, hobnob with your fellow wizards. Get into it. It's a mindset shift that will accelerate your success in making a transformational career change. And finally here, let's talk about budgets. Yep, money. Because this can be a real bugaboo. Many people think that they can't make a transformational career change because it's going to cost too much. Be careful there. It doesn't need to cost you a whole lot. As a matter of fact, I want you to resist the temptation to go out and make a bunch of purchases. It's very common if, let's take for example, someone who wants to start a YouTube channel, and they run out and buy a bunch of movie equipment and lights and cameras and sound, and you don't need all that. Do you have a smartphone? You've got all that you need to start a YouTube channel. So be careful. It can be a temptation to gather all the tools, i.e. all the toys together. You want to make proper expenditures when starting on a transformational career change. So those would be things that educate you. That's the best place to put your money. So if there's a class you need to take or some books you need to read, those are great purchases to make. Be careful of spending too much money in the beginning of executing this plan. You don't need to do it. Educate yourself first, hobnob with your fellow wizards, go ahead and engage with that plan, and you'll be on the road to that transformational career change and getting to the work you've been dying to do. I hope you found that information helpful in your career change process. Now, if you want to take it a step further, I've got a free download for you in the form of a Career Changers Checklist. On it are a number of action items that take you through the 6 stages of making a transformational career change. Now, in addition to that, there are clickable links in the document that will take you to additional videos that will give further explanation to those action items. So feel free to download that right now. The link is in the show notes below. Now, there's multiple ways you can connect with the WholeWorker community: on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, but the best way is right here on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe to the channel and ring that bell when you do. That way you'll get notification every time I post a new video. Hey, if there's something in particular that helped you in this video, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Or just type the word helpful. I'm Paul Peixoto with WholeWorker. Thanks for watching.